Hey guys, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and I'm here today with an Owlcrate unboxing and book outlet book haul. So we'll start with Owlcrate. This is either my last or second to last Owlcrate. I've mentioned before in this channel that I have canceled my subscription due to grad school costs and things, and hopefully when that is done I can be an Owlcrate subscriber again. So let's dive into the January box, shall we? I cut the tape but did not open it yet, so I'm very curious as to what we shall find inside. Alright, so our theme for this month is Vengeance Will Be Mine, and the front of the spoiler card has a young woman who appears to be perched on a rooftop, and she seems to be dressed in Asian attire, and maybe that will be a clue as to what the book is going to be. I don't know. Okay, so I am seeing socks right off the bat, which is exciting. Why do they do this? Okay, so these are made by Out of Print and inspired by the Crooked Kingdom, which I love. The reason why I said why did they do this is because it says unisex small. It says on the back sock size 9 to 11, so I guess it'll be fine, but on the women's shoe size part it says 5.5 to 9. I have size 10 feet. I don't know why they always do small size socks. Sometimes these will still fit, and these look like they're probably still going to fit my feet, but why always small? Perhaps people with larger feet need socks too. Anyway, try not to let that spoil me. It is a very lovely pair of socks, and if you don't know the Crooked Kingdom book, it is part of the Grishaverse series universe stuff. I would show you the book, but it's at school. Anyway, if you're not familiar with that, then you can just pretend it's a Hufflepuff pair of socks. The next item I have is a rolled piece of canvas. What is this? I'm very excited about this. Alright, so we have, this is a thing that you can hang on the wall, and as I said, it is printed on canvas. This is from The Hobbit. We have the Desolation of Smaug, or Smaug, however you want to say the dragon's name. The Lonely Mountain, that's where the dragon lives. And we've got the Mountains of Mirkwood, the Old Forest Road. We've got Rivendell here, which is where the elves live. The Edge of the Wild. Oh, there's so many things here. Now, this could also, of course, represent Lord of the Rings as well. I prefer The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings because I just enjoy reading The Hobbit more than I do the Lord of the Rings books. I love both of the stories, and I can binge watch the movies on a Saturday or something, but in terms of sitting down and reading the book, I do prefer The Hobbit to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Just my opinion, you do not have to agree with it. But we can all agree that this is quite lovely. Up next we have an item in a box, and I think this is going to be another mug that's Harry Potter related, if I remember from the clue card correctly. Let's see, on the back it says, "Welcome to the Order. Join your fellow wizards and rise up against the Ministry." Ah, Order of the Phoenix, yes. "We hope drinking your favorite hot beverage helps you stay alert while training in secret. You need all your wits about you." Kara Kozik is the artist that does these mugs, and they're fantastic. I have 3 of her mugs already, and I'm sure this one is going to be lovely as well. So we'll just pull it out here. It is in bubble wrap, so I will need to get it out of the bubble wrap. Come on out, little mug. Ooh, okay, wow, oh goodness. So many things here from book 5. So, first we see this, and we can assume this is Grimmauld Place, where the Order of the Phoenix meets after they are not allowed to meet anywhere else. We have a little, what's her bucket? The pink lady with the cat that I hate. I'm losing her name right. Umbridge, Dolores Umbridge. For some reason, I blanked on her name for a minute. We've got some kiddos writing Thestrals, because that happens. And we've got the Hall of Prophecies, or something prophecies in the Ministry of Magic. That happens in book 5. And this archway, which I'm not 100% sure if that's the archway in the ministry or not. It's gotta be. Anyway, this is a very nice mug, and I'm very happy to have it. Ugh, Kara Kozik. Very, very lovely work. Up next we have a candle. It is a very bright yellow, and it says lighter on it. Orange Yuzu Evergreen, made by a Court of Candles. And we're going to sniff this. This is an exclusive scent for Owlcrate, it says. It is very citrusy, and the color, again, is this lovely yellow, and I can see little flecks of glittery shininess in there as well. Oh. Always love a good candle. You can never have too many bookish candles. Next, we have a pin, and the pin is usually related to the book. So, do I want to read the words on there? Is that going to spoil me for the book? I don't know. I'm going to read the words anyway, if I can get this out of the plastic. It says, blood to blood, name to name, bone to bone. And there is a hand holding cards, and there are knives. I'm not sure. We'll find out when we get to the book, I guess. We also have a little pouch here that has an Owlcrate owl on it. And this says, you've got words in your soul. Is there something inside? Oh, it's got little compartments, so you could use this to hold jewelry if you're going like on a trip and wanted different sets of earrings for the day, or you could have it as a pill caddy or whatever you so desire to have little things handy. We have now come to the book, and it is Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. And here is the cover. Alright, this is an Owlcrate exclusive signed edition, it tells us, so let's pull this out of the plastic and take a closer look. Alright, I like to read the Dear Reader letters to you, so I'll hold this up while I read the letter. It says, Dear Reader, there's nothing quite like a good revenge story, is there? This book, much like its inspiration, The Count of Monte Cristo, is all about revenge. When everything is taken from you, what option left is there then to go after the man who ruined your life? But this isn't just a story of revenge, it is also about family, grief, and losing one's way. It is about righting your wrongs and reaching out for help when you need it. It is about picking yourself back up and hoping the next day will be better, to find the power to make it better. It's about a girl and a boy who want more than anything to be loved. It's a story about standing up to the injustice of the world and saying no more. And she's drawn a little ship at the bottom. Oh, I'm so excited. When I read the first sentence that mentioned a revenge story, immediately I thought of The Count of Monte Cristo. It is one of my absolute favorite books, and there's a brilliant movie adaptation that I love, and there's multiple adaptations, I'm sure, but the one that I've seen, I love, love, love so much. So, this makes me very excited. On the back of the book it says, revenge. It was a simple word when spoken out loud, but it was so much bigger, like the hidden city under the atoll. It was a word of fire and blood, of a knife's whisper and the priming of a pistol. They would all pay. Okay, already I want to read this book. And I have so many that I have to read. Grad school started yesterday, and I'm already overwhelmed. I already had to read one book. Yeah, it's the second day of class and I had to read one book. Yeah. Anyway, my point is, I have a lot of reading to do this semester, but I will get through it. I will show you the autograph page. It is quite lovely, and she signed it in gold Sharpie, if you cannot tell there. Oh, so pretty. Oh, I am going to not take the time to read this because I have so much to do today that I've got to finish filming this so I can edit it and get papers graded and blah, 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 blah. So much going on. So I am going to hold this up for you. If you want to pause and read, you can. Here is the first paragraph. Then we'll slide up for the next one. And then the next paragraph. And finally this paragraph. I apologize for not reading this and taking time to give you more information, but I'm insane, and yeah, I think that's all I need to say. Alright, in our Owlcrate newsletter, we can take a look at the cover differences between the original and the Owlcrate edition. So we can see that the original is what the back of the Dear Reader letter looks like. You might have seen that as I flashed it briefly. And then this is the Owlcrate cover. I really like this, and I don't mind when people's faces are on the cover, but I just, for some reason, this really appeals to me, this design. Next month's theme is going to be A Power Within, and it says every February box will include a deck of playing cards inspired by a Throne of Glass. Yay! Now, I'm 90% sure that I still get the February box. If not, I'll just have to watch other people's unboxings and stare longingly. But that actually transitions quite lovely to the other thing that I have to do, which is a little mini book outlet book haul. I mentioned, and I've mentioned many times, that I am in grad school right now working on my master's in creative writing, and this semester I'm taking a course on writing poetry, and then a course that's a literature class called Minding Fiction, and that's the one I've already had to read a book for. The professor has several times changed his mind on what books are going to be used this semester, but he's finally finalized the lists. And while I was working on ordering Joyce Carol Oates' book that he has since changed, I found that it was going to be actually very reasonably priced on Book Outlet, which is like a discount book website. It was much cheaper on Book Outlet than on Amazon. So this is the book I got for that. It was only $5.99 on Book Outlet. It's very large, and so I'm actually kind of glad that it got changed. So this one I might end up returning, or just put it on like a Books for Trade Facebook group or something, because I don't need it anymore. But while I was on Book Outlet, you know, they do this thing on Book Outlet. If you purchase, I think it's $35 worth of merchandise, then your shipping is free. And I could have just paid shipping on the $6 book and been fine. But you know me and impulse control when it comes to buying books. So I decided I'd get a few other titles. I got Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. This is a retelling of Peter Pan, specifically focusing on Tiger Lily. And I had this in my classroom and it mysteriously disappeared. So this is a replacement copy for my classroom library. Also for my classroom library, I got Sight Witch, which is part of the Truth Witch series by Susan Dennard. I haven't actually read Truth Witch or Wind Witch. Sight Witch I think is the third one. But I have students eagerly awaiting this one, so when I saw it on Book Outlet, I snatched that up. I also picked up a copy of Olivia Twist by Lori Langdon, which is an Oliver Twist gender swap retelling. And I got the audiobook of this for free last summer through something or other, and still haven't listened to it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll be more motivated if I have the physical book. The next book I picked up was Mirage by Samaya Dowd, which is one that I just heard a lot about, and I honestly couldn't remember if I had read it or not. And when the package came today, I was like, crap, I still don't think I've read it. But sometimes books get muddled in my head. It's not on my shelf here, so either I've read it and it's in the classroom, or I haven't read it. My brain's a mess. Lastly, I picked up a copy of The Throne of Glass Collector's Edition, because this collector's edition I'm sure would cost at least $25 to buy on Amazon or in a bookstore, but Book Outlet had it for $11.89 I think. So it comes in this case that feels like the case feels like the outer parts of a hardbound book. It's like board. And then there's a ribbon here. You pull that and the book slides out, or it would theoretically if I could get it to come out. Come on, little book. Alright. Then here is the book. We have the sword on the front and the stag on the back. And there you can see lovely gold foiling all the way around. The end pages are also beautiful gold print. And all of the pages have, or not all the pages, most of the pages have a watermark here with a symbol that would be familiar to you if you know this series. And yeah, I like this pretty book, and it got me to the amount I needed to get free shipping, so there we go. I just got back from a couple of days spent babysitting my nephews because my sister and brother-in-law went on a cruise, and they left me a gift certificate for a bookstore, so I'm kind of excited about that. Always a good thing when book money comes in. Anyway, I'll let you know if anything exciting comes of that. The bookstore that got me the gift certificate for is back in Utah, so I might have to wait a little bit before I buy things on it. Anyway, that is it for my video today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful January and that 2020 is off to a great reading year for you all. So far it's been good for me, and hopefully I make it through this grad school class alive. Send me good thoughts if you so choose. Have a wonderful and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.